What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today I'm going to teach you how to smell like a ZADDY. That's coming up next, and this is Mega Dave's Faves. Yo, what is good, Fave fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a Favy baby. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave, and this is my channel, Oh So Fraiche, and this is my series, Mega Dave's Faves, and I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge, fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hit me decent right there on the old bell end. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, for those of you that are confused, what in the world is a ZADDY, Dave? Well, I'm going to tell you. So a lot of people know what a daddy is. Daddy, a father figure, grown up, generally perceived to be an older gentleman. A ZADDY has no age. ZADDY is a sexy daddy, kind of like a saddy, but you don't want to put the S because it makes it sound sad. Put the Z, gives a little spice and a little zing. A ZADDY has swag. He has confidence. He's a grown man. He knows what he wants. He goes after it. Could be an older man, could be a younger man. So I put together a collection of a bunch of different scents that I think would work in any environment. I'm going to particularly put them like in seasons so you can put them how you want. But these are going to be, for the most part, very good projections. They're going to last a long time. But the biggest, they're going to get you compliments. They're going to perceive this confidence out for you. So maybe you're not dressed like you should be, because usually you got a little swag to you and your dress game is pretty nice. Say you're in some sweatpants and a tee, you can still be a ZADDY. You can still have your swag if you're just wearing some bicycle shorts and a tank top. So it's all about you having confidence. Research shows that 66% of women will date a man if he smells good. That's facts, hard to deny. So let's get straight into it. All right, so as I said, I'm gonna kind of put these in seasons. For those that live in hot climates, consider to use the summer, the spring ones anytime. Put those anywhere. I'm gonna put them, bulk them where I think they go, at least for me. But some of these are extremely versatile, can be used anywhere. Feel free to use them how you want to. These are strong, powerful fragrances, one that are gonna make an impact. They're gonna get in a woman's brain and be like, oh, damn, there goes ZADDY. He is ZADDY. That's what you're looking for when you are. Like I said, any age, any race, any creed, you can be a ZADDY. These are going to give you confidence. Let's go. All right. First one I got is a gigantic synthetic mess, but is undoubtedly great at one thing: getting compliments. It pushes. I've talked about it a couple different times. A lot of people know exactly what this is. In the summertime, we're just passing it. You can still catch the tail end of this. And if you can find this juice, I would definitely recommend getting it. Rasasi Hawas. Now, I think there's some difference between this purple stuff and they've cleared it down, watered it down. Look, this is an amazing fragrance. Invictus Aqua, but sweeter, this bubble gummy type of feel to it. Just amazing. It does some things fantastic, okay? Yeah, it's synthetic, all right? Nowadays, everything is synthetic. But what this is, for the heat, pushes like a lot of other ones do not do, and it pulls back with compliments. That's what this is gonna do. Fantastic for the heat, fantastic for hot weather climates, Africa, south of the border, south of the equator, South America, places like that. Put this on your skin. You're gonna get compliments. You don't need very many. I usually do like 4 or 5 sprays of this and you're good all day. If you can find the purple juice, I think it's a little bit better. But even if it's a clear down stuff, overspray it a little bit, reapply it if you need to. You're gonna get compliments at Rasasi Hawas. All right, another one for the heat. Yeah, I'm gonna be blending. This is my first crossover series. I'm gonna be putting Dua with regular fragrances because I think they need their attention where they go. This one is a tribrid. That's 3 fragrances pushed together, taking the best stuff from 3 fragrances and making one amazing one. Azure Supernova 2.0. This is a cross between 3 fantastic summer fragrances. Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio's new hit, the flanker that came out this year, Profondo. This also has Raja Parfums Elysium, the Grapefruit Monster, and then you have a couple little tweaks here and there of Creed Aventus. It's an amazing, loud, screaming projection monster, one that climbed the ranks extremely fast. A ton of people are talking about this thing because of how good it is, especially for hot climates, the sun, the summer, when the heat is just belting down on you. This thing pushes back and says, not today, heat. It's my time to shine. It's just gonna push out, get you compliments. It's gonna make you feel good because you're gonna smell it as you're walking down the aisles, walking on the beach, whatever you're doing. It's gonna make you say, hey, I'm ZADDY. Don't give him a hug. That's what it's gonna make you feel like, because it is very good. It screams, but it screams in a good way. It's not obnoxious. It has a really nice sultry voice when it screams. Hey, that's what this sounds like. Pretty good impersonator. Anyway, fantastic fragrance, especially for the heat. Azure Supernova 2.0. All right, we're kind of going backwards because I hit summer already and we're going back one more season to hit spring. But spring is really one I consider to be a very versatile season where you can pick up some hot weather stuff. You can have some cool weather stuff. So I think it's a beautiful season. Now, the two that I have in here work beautiful for spring. But like I said, depending where you live, you can put some cooler weather stuff because you're kind of having that crossover. Spring, you have that crossover. So you need something that can kind of handle both. There's one that may be up for debate for most people, but for a lot of people, they know exactly what it is. Creed Aventus. Look, it has that stigma of being a boxer dropper, but for the most part, you spray this and a woman smells it, they're gonna know what it is, right? Because so many people wear it, but they know that it's money, that it costs money. Yeah, there's some clones out there. Yeah, there's some inspired expressions. There's this and that, but this original, this is 18B01, by the way. It's my wife's favorite, and that's why I put this here. I have some other ones. I have some particular favorites of mine, but this one is very well rounded. You get that sweetness, you get that freshness, you do get that nice little dry down that's masculine. But when a woman smells this, they know it costs some money. So if you want something that's gonna handle for the spring amazingly, and also when they smell it, it just smells high quality, Creed Aventus every day. All right, and then following right along with a Dua is one that everybody knows. It's what made Dua popular. It actually has Creed Aventus mixed in it. So when I show you this, no surprise why it's here. Casino Elixir. Let me show you something. That's how much has been worked over on this bottle. And this isn't my first bottle. This thing, probably in this entire list, if I look through everything I got here, probably gonna get you the most compliments of any of them, from $400 bottles down to $40 bottles. This thing is amazing. If you've never heard of Casino Elixir, Creed Aventus, sexy, juicy, has that Creed Aventus sexiness, the fruitiness, mixed with Mason Francis Kirkjohn's Baccarat Rouge 540 extrait, that burnt cotton candy. It's the thing that legends are made of, because this is the legend of Dua. This is kind of what brought the masses to it because of how good this thing is. Lasts a long time. Guarantee you're going to get compliments. They're going to smell it and they're going to want to come smell what ZADDY got on. Going to bring them on in. And that's how you're going to rope them in, turn them into your wife, whatever you want to do. But this thing is going to get it done. This is a ZADDY fragrance if I've ever heard of one. Amazing. Get you compliments. Going to make you feel confident when you put this baby on. Because like I said, you're going to have this scent bubble that just goes around you. And you're just going to feel like the king of the world. And people are going to be like, hey, you smell good. And you're like, you're damn right I do. Come on over here. Let me get them digits. That's what it's going to do to you. It's going to exude that zaddiness. That's what you need. Casino Elixir. All right, coming up next, fall time. Kind of went out of order back and forth, but fall is coming up. Get ready to see this one in my list a whole bunch because it is an amazing fragrance. It is one that I know, synthetic, I know, been around for a while, played out, this, that, blah, blah, blah. I don't even listen to it because it's an amazing, sexy, alluring fragrance from Jean-Paul Gaultier, Ultra Male. Yep, that baby. This is a little bit of an older fragrance, literally, because it's been out for a little bit of a time, but this bottle, a little bit older too. I don't know about reformulations. I think everything has reformulations. Just reapply it if it doesn't last for you. Put it on again. If you're thinking about buying this, if you have Le Male and you like it, imagine this with a little bit of bubblegummy sweetness, has this gorgeous pear, this vanilla note that's inside of it, a nice lavender. But the favorite thing about this, push. This thing screams, at least on my skin, on my clothing, just pushes out and just calls the ladies to you. All the divas, come to ZADDY, come real close. Because this thing just smells good. It gives you compliments. Look at the man. He's in great shape. He hasn't worked out in years, and he's still holding that physique. And the package, you know what I mean? So altogether, it's a beautiful fragrance, especially for fall. It's going to project. It's going to last. If it dips down a little bit, you're going to be just fine. It's okay with the heat. Just don't put it in direct sunlight. It can get a little cloying, but other than that, beautiful fragrance. All right, if we're talking about a screaming fragrance, we want something that literally screams beast, because that's what this is going to do. Now, for those that are asking, I used to have a lot of regular fragrances, but when Dua comes out with something that is better than the fragrance, I'm going to get rid of that. This one, and I don't mean it just because I do a lot of Duas, this one is better than Parfum de Marly's Layton. Royal Chariot, Attar. You can see for yourself. Go get a sample, try it. Try it next to Layton. Try it next to Layton Exclusive. And then get back to me and say, Dave, you're right. This thing outperforms it 2-to-1. This one has been in a lot of lists. If you go see, it's always sold out for a reason. It's going to be coming back. I definitely would recommend trying to get your hands on it. If you like Parfum de Marly's Layton, you're going to love this. It's that, but 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as strong. No joke when I tell you this thing lasts 24 hours, really close to it. But the best thing is that it screams and it pushes out and it's going to get you compliments. Ladies are going to smell it from 3 feet, 4 feet, 10 feet away. Pull them on in, and now you got them in your web. And you're going to say, let's go home. You're going to cook me some dinner. We're going to kick our feet up, and whatever happens, happens. That's what this is going to do. It's going to get you confidence because you're going to smell this for a long time. So if you're looking for a beast of a fragrance that's also mass-pleasing, Royal Chariot Attar, about the best that you can get. All right, coming up next, we got wintertime. Now, I thought long and hard. There were some oud woods I was going to put in here, a bunch of different things. But you want to be a ZADDY. Oud wood is good. Some women will like it. I want something that a lot of women are going to like. Something that came to mind instantly. It's a little bit of a cheaper fragrance. Has some hype in the community, but it has hype for a good reason. Mont Blanc Individuel. Yeah, again, I know. Synthetic, right? Ooh. But again, this thing does something extremely well. Get you compliments. This is like raspberry vanilla dryer sheet, fresh, clean linen. No woman's going to tell you they hate this. And it's extremely long lasting, especially for the price. I don't remember exactly what this is. This is an older bottle, but it just has that power to it. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's original Santal. I think this came before original Santal. So that one actually is a clone of this one. So whatever. All I know is it smells good, makes me feel good, especially if you're dressed up just a little bit. You can put this on with a suit. You can put this on with a nice little jacket. You can put this on with your leather jacket. It's going to go with it. It just has this vibe to it. It's clean. It just slices right through cold. It's going to last for a long time, but most importantly, going to make you feel like a ZADDY you are. All right, coming up next, sometimes you want to be the man of the room. You want to make an appearance and you want to make your presence felt the instant that you walk in the room. But you also want to smell good as well. Something to do that, not too many are better. The Mobster. This is technically not a clone. This is a Dua original. Something that Massam came up with. Amazing fragrance. Has oud in it, but nothing to be scared of. It's so boozy. Has this tobacco note, but light sweetness to it, but it's a masculine fragrance. The sandalwood is gorgeous. It gets out there. It lasts. You can see how much is destroyed from this. Now, this has been vaulted for a long time. They won't be coming back with this gold top, but it is making its appearance coming here probably really soon, so I would keep your eye out on it. But it's an amazing fragrance. It's a ZADDY, mega ZADDY fragrance. It just smells good. It smells like a man smoking a cigar with a cup of whiskey, a little bit of an older man, someone definitely more confident. But you put this on, you're going to rein in the ladies. The chicas are going to come into you and say, you smell phenomenal. What you got on? ZADDY, Mobster. All right, now something I wanted to do too, because ZADDY doesn't have any age range. I wanted some that'll work for our younger ZADDYs, our 18, 19, 20-year-olds, something like that. So maybe these type of notes don't appeal to you. They're not as popping. They're not whatever. These two fragrances, I think, are beautiful for our younger dudes that want to smell good, that want to be little young zaddies, if you will. First one I got, been around a long time. This is an older bottle too, something you've seen probably numerous times, but it works. Versace Eros. Now, this actually is about to be turned into a parfum. Can't wait. Got my pre-order ready to go, but this is obviously synonymous with the club. A lot of people say it's great for a clubbing fragrance. Yeah, it could work there too. The club usually has younger people there. This one screams as well. I don't remember the year of this. I think it's a 2016, 15, something like that. But it's just an amazing, super sexy, youthful fragrance. This is apple. This is mint. It just pushes, it screams, it lasts. And like I said, it's meant for our younger zaddies. So if you want something that's going to last, definitely give you some confidence, because you put this on, the younger girls especially are going to love this thing. Women that love the smell of apple, the mint, the vanilla is just going to flood their noses. They're going to be like, hey, who's that? That's my little young zaddy. And that's what you're going to get. So feel confident when you're wearing Versace Eros. All right, coming up next, technically isn't a Dua, but it's brought to you from the people from Dua. It's a fairly new release that just came out, but it's something so good. It's extremely versatile. But the most important, it's youthful and it screams as well. When you're young, you don't care. You're wild, you're free, you want to get out there, and this one's going to do it. Confidence for men. Now, this one, gonna get it done for you, especially in the warmer climates. This thing is going to push and push, but this thing is extremely versatile. It has this bright, energetic, youthful opening that is just so amazing that people are going to smell and just come over and ask you what you're wearing. And it screams for a long time. So that's the best part about this. And then it dries down into this sexy, little tiny bit warmer, a little bit of a vanilla dry down with a woody base, just something to behold. But definitely for our younger men, this one is going to get it done. It's going to get you compliments and definitely confidence. That's why it's in this list, because it's an amazing scent. Confidence for him. All right, and then I want to throw one wild card in there, one that I think should be well-rounded. We need a very good date fragrance. I thought long and hard. La Nuit de l'Homme, the vintage, was definitely going to be thought about being in here because I think that is my favorite. I was thinking about putting YSL's Tuxedo. There's a whole bunch of them. One that came to mind, yeah, it's a Dua, but it's a blend between two phenomenal fragrances that are super sexy and put together become my favorite of my entire lineup of any fragrance I have. This is my go-to date night fragrance of anything. Midnight Rendezvous at Casino Royale. This thing, just something else. My all-time favorite nighttime, sexy time type of fragrance for a long time was Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme. It's here. But it doesn't just have that. Now you take that gorgeous, super sexy Mason Francis Kirk Jones Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait, you put it in here. So you add this weird, strange, sweet burnt cotton candy to that sexy cardamom, the vanilla, and it's just a mind-blowing fragrance. But what it does is give you confidence like no other fragrance, especially when you're dressed up and you know you're going to a nice dinner and you're trying to impress your lady. You hit this thing with 5-6 sprays. About an hour before you go, you open that door, you lean in and give her that kiss, put your hand around her waist, whatever you're doing is just pushing off, and they're going to smell it. And that's going to imprint into their brain all night. They're going to catch whiffs as you pull their chair out, you open their car door. If you're a gentleman, you should be doing that. But this is a zaddy fragrance if I've ever heard of it. If you haven't heard of it, you definitely should check it out because it's an amazing fragrance. Yeah, it's a hybrid, a clone, whatever, but it's definitely really original. Midnight Rendezvous at Casino Royale. All right, so there was a ton of fragrances I could have put in here. This list was actually harder to procure around and try to think what is the best for this or that. There's so many more you could have plugged in here. Like I said, Yves Saint Laurent's Tuxedo was just touching the lips of the edge of the list. There are so many different ones I wanted to put in here, but this is the ones I think are going to work phenomenal. So for these great zaddy fragrances, I hope you enjoyed them. Till I come to you again, I ask that you continue to be blessed and stay a zaddy.